We're now at part 2 since we had to stop so we can fix the sound. So this is gonna be part 2
I like that.
to whatever you saw. So we're already way into the conversation. So my next question is, now we've talked about dating, now we've talked about expectations. We live in a time right now that a lot of people got baby mamas and baby daddies. So do you think it is still cheating if you're dating and you sleep with your baby mama?
Definitely. Because if my girl sleep with her baby daddy, I told you I'm half Native American. I'm gonna mess him up. But yeah, it's definitely cheating. You know what? That's a big fear of mine. I try not to date women with young kids.
Okay.
Nor do I try to date women that's recently broken up.
Right.
You know, because that's how I got in that last altercation. And the police being called and all that. But yeah, because I think, you know what I mean? And then I could see, because, you know, sometimes, not all the times, because sometimes when you through with your baby mama, baby dad, you through with them, just the thought of them. But sometimes, you know, people don't. So, you know, you have to think about. And I want to say this. Just because one of y'all single is still wrong.
Right.
You know, the other person be like, well, I'm single. Well, you sleep with my girl and see, you're gonna be singly buried too. I'm just saying, because I don't like heartache.
I had to ask because I saw that people were talking about it online, and I was like, that's an interesting perspective, because I know that some people are like, oh, well, if I am just dating, but I have a child with this person, technically that's not really cheating.
Yes.
And I mean, you know, Drake said, you know how sticky it gets.
Yeah.
I don't think it's cheating if you're not in a relationship.
True.
If you are dating a person or you're dating multiple people and then you do that, I don't consider that cheating.
I don't either.
But if you're like, no, me and this one person are exclusive, like we're really spending time together, we're expanding on this relationship, and then you sleep with your baby mama or your baby daddy, you definitely, you out of pocket.
Yeah. I would agree with everything you said. I would agree with all of that. Like, not just dating, not someone you know, because who cares? Because you guys still probably finishing burnt bridges, you know.
Right.
So but if you actively dating, if myself at your house, yourself at my house, we spending every day, almost we living in one house now. Like, you know, the phone's unlocked, they just on the counter. Yeah, that's cheating. You know, that's playing with fire too.
That's definitely playing with fire, because I also feel like if you're still potentially have those feelings for the person you have a child with, then you need to be figuring out something else. Like maybe this is actually a potential relationship that you need to be trying to figure out, because otherwise it's just like,
I agree. And to me, I feel like if you're still sleeping with your baby dad or your baby mom, then you probably shouldn't even be thinking about being in a relationship with somebody, because obviously your heart or whatever is still into them, because I cannot sleep with an ex that I hate now. Thank God I only got one baby mama, ex-wife, but I could not, you know, just the ex, you know, that we hung out. And when I say hate, I'm just laughing. But that means, like, when you through with somebody,
you can't go there anymore with that person.
You ain't even sexually attracted to them no more. Like, I'm so done with you. Don't never call me. Don't never see me.
Lose my number.
Yeah, I don't care if I see you on the street. Please look the other way. I don't care who you with. You can be with them.
You ain't even got to
I don't
hello.
even care. Yes.
Yeah, keep
going. I'm done.
Yeah.
Then you would never do that. So I feel like if you still sleeping with that, you ain't done.
Yeah.
It's something, you holding on to something.
Yes.
Maybe both of y'all holding on to something. And
then,
or you a toxic individual and
you don't care.
Yeah, this just what you do.
That is unfortunate, because people are like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to change the subject and it's gonna get pretty sticky. So okay, so I also sent you a video about these pronouns.
Yes.
And how people want to be addressed. And in this particular video, if I am correct. I think the girl said clown self.
I didn't
This
even.
woman said her pronouns were she, her, hers, them, they, and clown self. These were her pronouns.
Yeah, I watched it.
Have pronouns gone too far? Like, are we too far down the rabbit hole of these things?
Hell yes. What the hell is clown self? I had to listen to it. Like, I didn't even research the stupid shit. My bad, because I don't want to be disrespecting nobody,
You
but I'm going to
good.
disrespect you on that. Clown self, I said, now, shit, I know I'm wrong, but they going a little getting carried away. Well, who gonna know how to refer you to all this shit, man? Like, now we doing the most. Like,
Yeah.
I agree. Everybody can be called what they want to be called, but let's just stick to one or two of them. I gave y'all the they and the them.
Right. Right.
That should include everybody else. The clowns, the mermaids, the who that the
It's out of control. As what?
yeah.
I mean, well, wasn't there a story about that?
Yeah.
So this was the question. If y'all couldn't hear, what if a white person identifies as black? But didn't we have?
Yeah.
Didn't?
Ninja.
Didn't
That
we
should be a
have?
pronoun.
What was that lady? She was like the president or something of the NAACP.
JCP,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
you're
she
right.
was
She had
she,
convinced everybody
she
was
was
a
in blackface essentially.
I can't even think of her
I
name,
do
but
think that was her name, but
yeah.
I do feel like pronouns have gone extremely too far. Like when I
Yes.
was watching that video and this girl was like really adamant about the fact that, and then she said, if you only can call me she, her,
Yes.
then I would rather you call me clown or clown self because that is my primary pronoun. And I was like, this is too many questions. And then you have people, they don't even want anybody to ask them like, and there was another story I saw about, a trans woman and somebody had taken their child in the bathroom and long story short, their child asked the question and so the mother asked the question and then the trans person was offended that they were like, how dare you ask me that? Like, I'm a woman, I'm in the women's bathroom. And it's like, okay, but
I know.
we're not gonna act like this child didn't
Don't
have
know
a
the difference.
question. Yes, that's
Yes.
not fair. That's
Yes.
not fair to what's actually happening. And
To
so,
society, like
yes,
and then you want to be treated equal, and you want to be, what I mean, looked at as equal. Well, that's what happened, and I'm gonna break it for a second, because my cousin, little kid, kid tells the truth,
kids do.
and he told me, "What's wrong with your voice?" He told me, no, like 4 years, he told me, you sound like a villain. I said, a villain?
Oh no!
He said, yeah, a villain. I'm like, well, I'm going to try to work on that, but, kids are curious.
Yes.
The Bible said be childlike because they're innocent. They
Yes.
don't know how, eventually, society teach them how to manipulate and all that. But they're
Right.
coming from an innocent, pure place in the
Yes.
beginning. So you should be open to,
Yes.
explain, with one or two pronouns, preferably, because don't they and them really include everybody?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that could be a thing. I don't because I don't understand. I guess I just don't understand why. But maybe if I felt in my heart that I was a clown, I would want to be addressed as a clown. Or if I felt that I was a mermaid,
Yeah.
I would want to be addressed as a mermaid. Maybe, but I don't. So I don't know. And I don't even know if I have enough information to empathize properly because to me, I'm just like, but how can I understand like trans?
Yeah, I would
Like
do too. Okay, so
they're
you're
like,
gonna
hey,
pick
I'm
one,
this
yeah.
way in my mind and
Okay,
I've
and that's
settled this is
real.
what I
That's
want to be.
legitimate. Yeah.
Yes, but a clown and a mermaid, these are not even real things
Yeah.
that exist in real life.
I literally didn't know what the hell she was talking about. I was like, yeah, she crazy. Like, yeah, this is going too far because, but I will say respectfully, yeah, if you're trans and you look like you're in transitioning or,
Yeah.
because trans ain't like they used to be back in the day. They used to try to look like a whole woman. Now they be having beards and 22 inches and heels and, be like, the game's in changed. Cause back then they would want to look like a complete trans woman. Now so you know, I, you know, still it's gone too far. That's
Yeah.
my opinion. When we start calling each other clowns and clown face and blue face,
It's just out of
I'm just
control. Like
joking, but
I do understand like the gist of certain things, but I do think it's gotten out of hand and we just have to put a handle on. If not for anything, for people to actually be able to understand you. Like I understand for somebody who says,
yeah, of
no,
course.
please address me as she.
Yeah, of course. Got you.
Please address me as he.
Of course.
I get it. When we start getting into these fictional characters of things that
Yeah.
don't really exist, I'm just like, why? What's the point?
And she named like what 4 or 5.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
now you making a mockery out of the people that really tried to
Exactly.
get this pronoun thing up and running,
Yes. That's what I
Because
think
some people
too.
was serious about it. Now they just took it
It
as
just is what
making
it
it a
is.
mockery, like
Yes.
clown face, like.
I don't know.
But
I mean, I hope maybe somebody can explain to us. If you guys do have it, like go ahead and let us know in the comments. Like it is what it is. Okay, so Kanye West, getting political for a second. Do you feel like black people should have supported him more with this whole outrage of the anti-Semitism?
I do. Hey, Kanye. Hey, boy, Kanye don't care about your blood now. No, but let me say why I do, because, and I'm gonna stick to this. We as black people, boy, we so quick to jump on and tear our
Man.
people down, and it is a lot more people out there worse than Kanye and really going out of their way, spending their good money to make sure that we stay down.
Yeah.
So I get you can have an opinion. Okay, we all can have an opinion about what they feel, how we feel. Like Kanye should have been able to have an opinion too, whether,
Right.
I mean, we had a president that was anti-everything.
Listen.
And he had millions of
Listen.
followers. Y'all gonna be mad at
Yes.
them. I mean,
Yes.
we could be directing our anger and real frustration and real hurting the black community towards people that is actively trying
Yes.
to suppress your vote,
Yes.
suppress your rights,
Yes.
keep you incarcerated. And unfortunately, Kanye going at it wrong, but he think he's trying to help the black people. He really coming from a good place. He ain't really doing a good job at it. But he like, I'm trying to keep y'all, So he coming from a good place. We ain't receiving it well, Kanye, but it's not like he is really coming. He really think he helping us out by trying to tell us what they doing to us, how he feel, they're doing to us. And if it's true, he is entitled to say what he wants.
His
Our
opinion.
president was talking about grabbing women.
Yep.
Ex-president.
Yes.
Making jokes of the disabled. And
Yes.
I ain't gonna do it. I swear I'm wired like that. I'm he, they, them. Clown face. Blame it on the clown face. But get back to being, focused. I think we just, we're so quick to jump a bandwagon and
Yeah.
pound, 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 pound. And look at the vice versa. Before I turn it up to you, there's one more thing I want to say. If we supported the black people or someone to take a knee for us. You know what I mean? If we
Yes.
gave him all that support as if in the same energy that we slammed Kanye, you know what I mean? Maybe his platform would have changed. You know,
Mm.
we still supported the NFL. We
Yes.
still bought the jerseys,
Yes.
made the bets, went to the games. And this man out here on technically losing his career, his job, his
Everything.
livelihood, just to say he's standing up for the black community, the black people.
Yes.
Yeah, we was like, yeah. But did we ride him? Did we get behind him? Did we
No.
support him? Did
No.
you know what I'm saying? Did we start a GoFundMe account to raising $3 million so he can continue to strike and not have to beg the NFL to get back into work? You
No.
know, but we're so quick to applaud. Say, oh yeah, he lost
Yeah.
the $1 billion. 90% of them can't even spell $1 billion. And they tell them to write it out in numbers. I bet you they be there all day. Don't even be speaking on stuff that don't involve you. Oh, he lost $1 billion. How much is $1 billion? Shit, write it here. Write it. How many zeros is it? Shit, get your Lord.
I can't.
But I'm just saying, because my people be piss me off,
No,
you
we
know?
do. So here's what I said, because I said a lot of the stuff that you're saying when I was talking to Dex and Slam. I think that as black people and people of color in our community, I think that the way that we go hard on our own
Yeah.
is not the same way that we respond to everything. And if we do, we still don't do it to a place where anybody's actually feeling the impact, other than
Amen.
like their social credit, so to
Yeah.
speak, like how they look to the rest of the world.
World.
But we don't stop buying products. We don't stop supporting the
Yeah,
things
of
that we still care
course.
about. We don't stop doing
Of
any of that.
course. Of
So with
course.
Kanye, hear me clearly. Everything he said was wrong.
Of course.
I do think in this particular case, I can see where you said sometimes he thinks he's putting black people on a higher
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
I can see sometimes him doing that. I think in this case, that this was just one of those standard times where he was just feeling himself a little bit too much. And
To
he
be
felt like
random.
he flew too close to the sun.
Yeah.
Like he flew too close
He
to the
was
sun.
too close
And
to
it was
God.
like,
They had to
hey,
give him a
this is
reality
not
check.
yes, this is not actually how you can go about life, no matter how much money you have or who you are.
Of course.
There's still things in place. There's still powers that be. There's still all of those things in effect that are going to impact your business. And so you can never think of yourself so highly that you can say whatever you want about
And
anybody.
he felt that.
Unless they're black.
You right. And I think he learned that too. You know, I mean, he even tried
Yeah.
to backpedal and give
A little
up.
bit.
To be honest, you know,
He wasn't going to get that one
I
back,
don't
though.
even really know exactly what he said. I didn't really. Cause shoot, keeping up with Kanye is like a full-time job.
It is.
So I just be reading the clips and the art, and I know it was messed up or wrong because you know what I'm saying. And another thing, you know what I mean, Kanye, if you listening, stop bringing other people into it. Name
Please,
dropping. Leave them
please.
people alone. You know, Michael Jordan, Beyonce, leave them people alone, man.
You see, they stay quiet. But that's who I feel like we have to be
Crazy.
learning from, because Beyonce, unbothered, quiet.
Yes.
Michael Jordan, quiet.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, quiet. The most successful artists that we have, they don't do that.
Yeah, you're right. Now, I ain't saying he ain't, you know what I mean, few cookies short of a pack, you know, because the boy is definitely, you know, but, and not do I agree with everything he say 100%, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, but just towards his defense and that this specifically, that yeah, we did, like, you know, and if we put that same energy towards a whole lot of things, like
Yes.
all them people should have been focusing on these primaries out there, and you know,
Yes. These elections.
yeah,
Yes.
we said, you
Yes.
know, thank God
Karen
LA
Bass.
Mailer came
Yes.
through. But you know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
Karen.
Representing the South, you know what I mean? We had some of the biggest losses in the blue party.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And the people of color are the blue party, you know what I mean? So we can actually, she flipped Georgia, you know what I'm saying? But she still lost the election, you know?
Abrams.
Stacey Abrams. I was trying to think of her name. I was good. You know, I'm a little slow. But you know what I'm saying? But I just think if we be so passionate about some of the things that
Yes, yes,
don't
I
even help us
agree.
at
I love
all.
that you said that about Colin Kaepernick because I feel like this man did that,
Yeah.
and people just let him hang out to
Hang.
dry. And I
Yeah.
do feel like, on the flip side, I feel like we've done that with Kyrie Irving. Like, I
Yeah.
really feel
Like
like,
he can't even speak
yes, like
without.
that he should have had so much more support in the
Yeah,
NBA,
yeah.
but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so as we wrap up, I want you to tell everybody one thing that they should take away, whether it be about comedy, whether it be about life, whatever, and then tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay. So one thing I would like to take away from this show that we typed in on a lot of things is, just be a good person, like, just be a good person. You don't have to bully people. You can speak up to bullying. You
Yes.
don't have to use people. You can pay for your own food. If they got it, they can. You
Yes.
know what I mean? You don't have to cheat with your baby daddy, your baby, just because they do. You know what I mean? It almost boiled
Yeah.
down to, you know what I mean? If we strive to be the best we can be, we
Yes.
ain't gonna be perfect.
Right.
But we put ourselves in a situation we know we wrong. I
Yes.
am too. You know what I mean?
I raise my hand.
And I'll tell you, as I've gotten older, I'm finding myself less and less in those places because
Yeah.
I realized, like, this is bad for me. This ain't good for me. So, yeah, I take away from that. We just try to be a good person, encourage one another,
Yes.
because a lot of your topics tonight, you know what I mean, it almost involve a lot of morals.
Yeah.
Like, who raised you? As that man say, like, you doing all this ratchetness. But yeah, would just be, what I mean, be what you want to receive,
Yeah.
be what you want to receive. And so also, you can also find me T6 on T6 the one on all the social media sites. It don't change. TSI 2XXXDAONE on all of them. So I keep you updated with the shows that's coming current.
Yes.
So,
Please do.
and give
I
a
love
hands
it.
up to Just Levina for this wonderful podcast. I mean, it's nice in here too. Y'all better be hitting up trying to get on. I'm telling you, I'm serious. I love
I
it.
love it. Thank you so much. I'm
Thank
glad
you
that you
too,
came.
and thank you, Mr. Levina.
Mr. Jones. It's
Mr.
Mr. Jones.
Jones.
I'm Mrs. Jones. I'm Mrs. Jones.
Cause I'm
I'm Mrs. Jones.
yeah, I'm just joking, bro. Yeah, I'm just having a good time.
I love it though. So you guys, as we close out, shout out to you joining us back
Of
after
course.
technical difficulties, but also joining the conversation. Shout out to T6 for joining me and giving me
Thank you.
some great content and a great show. And of course, like he said, be the best you could be. Progress, not perfection.
Of
That's
course.
all that we can do. So you already know, I'm just Levina. Bye.
All right.